And good afternoon, everyone, from the Johnson Center on the campus of Oakland City University. It is time for college volleyball. Today, it is the Oakland City University Mighty Oaks coming in with a record of 7-5 against Judson University. Just outside of Chicago, Illinois, the Eagles coming in with a record of 4-4. I'm Walt Ferber with producer-director David Hose. And we're glad to be along with you today. Our contest brought to you by the Gaslight Pizza and Grill in Uptown Huntingburg. Before today's match, we had the opportunity to sit down and chat with Allison Moorman in her third season as head coach of Oakland City University. And here is that conversation.
Coach, it is always a pleasure. The ladies playing well this year, but you know, in a season there's ups and on the road, and lost a couple of heartbreakers.
Yeah, we just haven't quite gotten over that hump yet, and I keep telling the girls once we do, I fear for the team that we play.
But you know, we've done pretty well. We've played some good volleyball here at home, and we're mixing a lot of new ladies in this year, and it takes a little while to get everything clicking and everybody to know what their roles are and to get things going.
Yeah, we have a very competitive gym, so any day I can throw any of the girls in and they know what their responsibilities are, and they go in and they're very successful. So that's a benefit that I have, having such a great big team.
Judson today, that's universities in Illinois, right?
Yeah, up near Chicago.
Okay, what do we know about that?
So they haven't played as many games as we have. I think their record right now is 3-4. But they're a tough team, and we're not going to take this game lightly. We need to get back on the winning side to give us some momentum back into conference play next week. So we're just going to go out and play Oakland City volleyball.
I like that very much. And that conference is coming up, and everything points toward playing your best come conference time.
Yeah, our conference is very tough, and it's just we have to fight for every point in our conference, and so playing teams like Judson, it's going to make us better for conference.
Okay, injuries, illness, we okay today?
Yeah, my starting libero, Juliana, she got a concussion in our last game, so she's out for the probably a while, because we don't take concussions very lightly.
That's good.
Yeah, but I'm very fortunate to have Marley Laycock jump right into that libero jersey, and she doesn't skip a beat. So as far as sicknesses, I mean, it's the changing of the weather, so everybody's got the sniffles, but we're going to fight through it.
Okay. Coach, it is always a pleasure. Love being here watching you guys in the Johnson Center, and certainly best of luck today.
Thank you so much.
Allison Moorman, the head volleyball coach at Oakland City University. Our national anthem. And that is our national anthem. As just a look out on the floor, the Oakland City University Mighty Oaks will be in the white, with Judson University will be in the black. As we're just about ready to get things underway, the Judson starting lineup is being announced, as we said, and now the starting lineup for your Oakland City University Mighty Oaks. Deshauna Foster just coming out there. Number 9, Eleanor Stark. The player of the week, number 11, Eva Hammond. Number 14, that is Cornelius. And, of course, the head coach at Oakland City University is Allison Mormon. Once again, Oakland City University is in their white uniforms with dark blue numerals and light blue trim. Judson in the black uniforms with gold numerals and white trim. Best of 5, first to 3 sets is our winner. Oakland City ably assisted by Hall of Famer Patty Bukta. Judson University coached by Alyssa Widow and assisted by Claudia Jones and Zoe Mooring. Both teams gather around as they're ready to start this Saturday afternoon special. A reminder, the Scott Hurst Oakland City University football talk show will be on Monday. We'll be at the Gaslight Pizza and Grill in Huntingburg at 6:30 p.m. And we'll be able to be seen on demand on the Gaslight YouTube and Oakland City University athletic pages starting at 5 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Central on a Tuesday. We'll have volleyball coming up next Wednesday and men and women's soccer next Thursday and Saturday. So it is going to be a very busy week coming up indeed. As subbing in will be Marley Laycock, the libero, as she is done well in that role with the injury to Juliana Redding, who was out with a concussion. Oakland City University will start off. Libby Meringer, the junior setter out of Jasper, Indiana, will set things off as the match is underway. Good deep dig. And the kill is by Jaslyn Riedel, a junior out of DePlain, Illinois. So it is 1-0 as Judson is taking the lead. There's Beringer with the set. And the point once again is going to go to Judson, and it's 2-0. And still Judson with the lead. Nice shot over by Oakland City. But it is going to be 3-0. Oakland City has the advantage. It is Judson with the advantage. I think a team in the net that is going to be 4-0, so Judson is off to a very good start. Alina Romero is serving that attack there by Deshauna Foster. And it will be a free ball over, and that is out of bounds. So Oakland City finally hits the board, and it is 4-1. Rajkovic, the junior out of Belgrade, Serbia, serving for Oakland City. They're down by 3. Good, nice serve into the front court, and that is just going to be out. And it's now 4-2. Tack air by Kara Veenstra as the Oaks try to get it back to within 1. And that's going to be a service ace. A service ace for Oakland City, and that makes it 4-3. That is her 6th service ace of the year. And serving here for the tie. That's another good serve that they have to get it, dig out low. Foster gets a nice block. Volley continues. Merringer, Foster will get it over. Free one over by Judson. That is over by Fundora. Free ball over by the Oaks. Dug out of the backcourt. There's Merringer, comes across. And the finesse by Eva Hammond, the sophomore out of Springfield, Illinois. 107 kills for her now, and we're knotted up at 4. Can Oakland City take their first lead? That's going to be off Laycock, and the answer is no, as Rachovic got him a couple of points, but will not get that one. As Jasic, a junior out of Belgrade, Serbia, coming in for Rachovic for Oakland City. Will be a serve now by Riedel. Oaks get a free one. Oh, hey, that's in. And the point goes to Oakland City. We're knotted up at 5. Knight and Cornelius coming in for the Oaks. As once again a chance for Oakland City to take the lead. Macy Knight, a senior out of Grayville, Illinois, will have the serve for the Oaks. That is into the net. An error by Burke. And Oakland City grabs their first lead at 7-5 with the serve Macy Knight, a senior out of Grayville, Illinois. Merringer with the set. Good block back. And a nice dig by Merringer herself. But the point is going to go to Judson. We're tied at 6. Deshauna Foster back in for Oakland City. Macy Knight will sit out. And that is a service error by Fundora, the junior from Lake Worth, Florida. As in for Oakland City, Abigail Vaughn. Hammond will sit out. And the serve will go to the Oaks. The serve is by Bucher. That is going to be out of bounds as the freshman Laycock gave it the proverbial college try there, and the score is tied at 7. Serve will go to Judson. That's out, and the point goes to Oakland City, and they retake the lead at 8-7. With the serve, Eleanor Stark, the junior out of St. Louis, Missouri. Free one over by the Oaks. Did a good job getting that one over. Cornelius, the final job there. Backcourt dig by Stark. Backcourt dig. Merringer gets to it. Good volley going on here, and stuffed. The point goes to Oakland City as Timur Rachovic will pick up the point, and the Oaks are up 9-7 here in set number 1. Eleanor Stark with the serve for the Oaks. That's a service error for her. And it's 9-8. Alyssa Burke, the freshman out of Marengo, Illinois, with the serve. Back into the backcourt. Up high, getting the block for Oakland City was Cornelius. Laycock, the freshman, will come in and serve, also in Deshauna Foster for Oakland City. Laycock comes back across. Laycock getting to it, and the point's going to go to Oakland City as we have a Judson player that's in the net, and it appears is in pain at this moment right now. 11-8 is the score. The coaching staff comes out to take a look, and of course we hope that it is okay. From what we understand, she went underneath the net and ended up landing on her foot wrong. But the excellent training staff here taking a look, and hopefully everything is okay. Game's brought to you in part by the Gaslight Pizza and Grill in Uptown Huntingburg. Pizza with a pound and so much more. Coming up Monday, the Scott Hurst Football Talk Show on, that's going to be premiering on Tuesday, but you can come there live on Monday, eat some great pizza, and you can hear and watch Scott Hurst and players of the Oakland City University volleyball, Oakland City University football team, as they'll be playing St. Mary of the Woods 1 week from today. David and I will be on the air from Wood Memorial next Saturday. A busy sports week. We'll have volleyball, and it will be a game day experience time, as that will be here at the Johnson Center, and women and men's soccer coming up Thursday and Saturday. The injured Eagle of Judson University is Jacqueline Riedel, a junior out of DePlain, Illinois, and they're going to help her get off the court. A couple of Oaks are going to help her out as she's unable to put pressure on the one leg, as 4 members of the Oakland City University volleyball team are helping her off the floor at this time. Certainly, hopefully everything goes all right. Officially, that was an attack error by Jacqueline Riedel. The score is 11-8. Oakland City has the lead, and we're having a little bit of a break of action here, and we'll get back to it. Walt Ferber, producer, director David Hose, and we're certainly glad you're spending Saturday afternoon with us. Laycock, the freshman, has been a great addition to the Oakland City team. Moved into the libero spot. She has played well there. But with the injury to Juliana Reddick, she has really had to get the job done. So I think both of our teams are ready. And we'll get back into action here momentarily. It was Judson off to a good start, but the Oaks have had a little run going. Oaks have gotten the last 2 points, 3 of the last 4. As we're waiting for the whistle and getting back from taking the injured Eagle to the gym, back to the locker room is Abigail Vaughn. So Laycock will serve for Oakland City. And Marley was serving when all this started. Laycock was her first service ace she just got this year, and the last point. You can hear a loud crowd here at the Johnson Center on the campus of Oakland City University. Backcourt dig. DeShawna Foster, communications there, missing on that one. That does not happen often. And it's 11-9. With the serve for Judson University is Lee, the junior out of Lombard, Illinois. Backcourt dig, that's Merringer. And smacking that one down big time. Tara Reykjavik. In is Eva Hammond and also Libby Merringer for the Oaks. Vaughn is out for Oakland City. Oh, the Oaks will have the serve. Service ace for Libby Merringer. 13-9, Oakland City University. Libby with her 22nd service ace of the year. Dug out by the North Judson libero, and that is going to be out of bounds, and the point goes to Oakland City University as Libby Merringer continues with the serve. 5'11" junior out of Jasper, Indiana. I had the pleasure of calling most of her games when she was in high school at Jasper High School. Laycock getting a nice backdoor dig. And the point's going to go to the Oaks. They're on a run. It's 15-9. Killed by Reykjavik from Libby Merringer. Merringer had to serve, and it's at 15-9. Merringer again serving. 3 straight points for Merringer for Oakland City. DeShawna Foster gets the kill. 16-9 Oakland City as Merringer's serve continues. What a great addition. That's really stabilized the center spot on the Mighty Oaks squad. Another service ace, the second in this sequence for Merringer. And it's 17-9 Oakland City. Came from behind, started slow, but they have been on a roll as of late. As Merringer once again will have the serve. Another service ace. It is 18-9. And a timeout has been called by Judson. First set, Oaks are up 18-9. We're going to take a break. You're watching Oakland City University Women's Volleyball, brought to you by the Gaslight on the dedicated Oakland City University channel on DNCCAA. Since the injury to Riedel, it has been a big run by the Oaks. Their best player had 100 kills coming in, and I'm guessing she's probably done for the day. Laycock sets it up. Foster with the free one over, and unable to get to that for Oakland City was Eleanor Stark, and the Eagles break it. It is now 18-10. As coming in will be Ariana Marquez, the senior out of Patillas, Puerto Rico. And Maringer sets it up. And a little roll here for the Eagles. It's 18-11 out of the timeout. And the serve continues. Dug out on the back, Maringer to Foster. Big blocking wall. Foster gets the block. There's also Reykjavik in the neighborhood. And it's 19-11 Oaks. As Tara Reykjavik will have the serve for Oakland City. Service error by her. 19-12 back in for the Oaks. Jasic, the junior out of Belgrade, Serbia. Setting down will be Reykjavik. No, actually, Reykjavik just having a word there. Yeah, Reykjavik is coming out. The serve for Judson. Laycock gets the dig to Maringer, to Shauna, Foster, and it's going to be a point to Judson, the Eagles. And it is 19-12. It is the score. Not 20-12 is the score. Macy Knight, a senior out of Grayville, Illinois, in with the serve. Will they get it over? The third one is a free one over. Point's going to go to Oakland City University, 21-12. They are rolling as that is an attack error by Alyssa Burke. 21-12, Oakland City. Oaks get the serve. Maringer. Volley continues. That is out of bounds. A point to Oakland City. And that makes it 22-12. With the serve, Bollock. Backcourt dig. Free one over by Hammond. And another point for Judson as Judson making a little bit of a roll. They got it back to 9 at 22-13. Foster coming back in for OCU. Knight setting down. And it will be Judson the serve, the libero having the serve. And a big time crunch for Cornelius. As in back in will be Bucher and Vaughn for Oakland City. And with the serve will be Bucher, a sophomore out of Muncie, Indiana. 23-13, this is to get the set point. And that is a service error to make it 23-14. With the serve, Reagan McAvoy, senior out of Syracuse, Utah. That's a service error, and the point goes to OCU, and it's set point with the serve is Eleanor Stark. Eleanor Stark a chance to put away set number 1. 10 service aces into the backcourt. Maringer there, a quick set over. Dug out by the Oats. Laycock has it up toward the rafters. And the finesse for the point as Maya Williams comes up with the point. It's 24-15. Still set point for the Oaks. As coming in will be Aisha Williamson, a freshman out of Ozark, Missouri. For Judson, Oakland City up 24-15. Laycock the dig. That's out of bounds, and the set goes to Oakland City University, 25-15. So OCU wins the first set, 25-15. We'll be back with set number 2 coming up. We'll give you stats when we get back. We're brought to you by the Gaslight Pizza Grill in Uptown Huntingburg. You're watching Oakland City University women's volleyball on the dedicated Oakland City University channel on thNCCAA.org. We're back at the Johnson Center. Oakland City University wins the first set 25-15. Our stats after one set. For Oakland City, Tara Rachovic, 4 kills. Deshauna Foster, 2. Eleanor Stark and Eva Hammond with 1. For Judson, even though she's out with an injury, Jacqueline Riedel leads with 2 kills. Ariana Marquez has 2, and Kara Veenstra with 2. For Oakland City, Abigail Vaughn and Lady Cornelius both hitting 1,000. Rachovic 500, Eva Hammond 167 for Judson. Ariana Marquez, Jacqueline Riedel at 250, Kara Veenstra at 200, and Alyssa Burke at minus 500. Assist for Oakland City. Allison Bucher and Libby Maringer have 4. Janet Jasek with 1, Eva Hammond 1 for Judson. Elena Romero with 5, Camelia Fondora with 1, Reagan McElroy with 1. No service aces for Judson. Libby Maringer has 3 for Oakland City. Tara Rachovic has 1. Total blocks, 1 each for Deshauna Foster and Tara Rachovic for Oakland City. And round out of Marquez and Kara Veenstra have 1 each for Judson. Diggs, 5 for Fondora for Judson, 3 for Marley Laycock, 2 for Eleanor Stark, Eva Hammond, and Libby Maringer for Oakland City. Teams exchange sides, and we are ready here for set number 2. Oakland City taking the first set at 25-15. Substitutions made, and it will be Judson with the serve. Romero will have the serve for the Eagles. It's Maringer to Foster. Out of bounds. Point goes to Judson, 1-0. So they start well here in set number 2. Maringer goes and gets it, a free one over. And that is out of bounds. That shot just a little bit long by Maya Williams, and the point will knot things up as Libby Maringer, who had 3 service aces in the first set, will see what she can do here in set number 2. As that is dug out by Fundora. Laycock, point goes to OCU as Reykjavik knocks that one down, and the Oaks take the lead at 2-1. Maringer once again with a serve, the junior out of Jasper, Indiana. Nice blocking wall for the Oaks. Foster up there, but I think it was Eva Hammond, the sophomore from Springfield, Illinois, that got the point. As coming in and serving is Michaela Oler, a sophomore out of Chicago. Maringer with the serve. That's a nice one, but somehow it's dug out. Backcourt dig by the Oaks. And somehow or another, they keep that shot going from Reykjavik. Punished into the backcourt. Foster, though, says, nope, we got it. She had high extension on that, comes down and gets the point. And the Oaks are up 4-1. Libby Maringer has continued well. She has 3 straight points here in set 2. And it is 4-1 Oakland City University. And that is another service ace for Maringer. 4 consecutive points for Maringer. And it's 5-1 Oaks. Quick one over. Couple of quick sets as Maringer gets that one up. And it is punched down by Hammond. And the timeout is called by Judson. It is 6-1 Oakland City. Let us go ahead and look at our team stats in the contest now. Points 18-8 Oakland City. Kills 11-7 Oakland City. Attack errors 11 for Judson, 4 for OCU. Total attacks, the Eagles with 34, the Mighty Oaks with 27. Oakland City hitting at 259 and Judson at -118. Assist 11-7 Oakland City. Service aces 4-0 Oakland City. Each team has 3 service errors. The Oaks have a solo block. The Eagles do not have one. Oaks with 4 block assists, Judson with 2. 1 block error for Judson, 0 for Oakland City. 16 digs for the Oaks, 12 for Judson. 3 total blocks for OCU and 1 for Judson. And Judson has 4 reception errors. Out of the timeout, Maringer continues with the serve. I have a 6-1 advantage. That is dug out by City, and that is going to just be a little bit outside the box by Reykjavik. And that'll make it 6-2. And Judson will take the serve back. So we await the serve. That makes me feel better if you can't tell the number either. I think is it 8 or 9? Libby Merringer dug out by Fundora. And somehow or another that thing got in there. I think it was either Rachel or Desana Foster that got it, but they got their double wall up there, and it is 7-2. Oaks have the serve. Free ball over by Judson. Libby Merringer. Oh, that was a nice return there by Maya Williams, who got high in the air, and it's 7-3. Oakland City has the lead. Fundora, the junior out of Lake Forth, Florida, will have the serve. And is out of bounds with the point going to the Oaks. That is off of Isabella Lee, the junior, and it's 8-3. Oaks here in set one. At set two, they took the first set 25-15. With the serve, Macy Knight. And the big answer there from Alyssa Burke, the freshman out of Marengo, Illinois. As in is Williamson for the Eagles. Romero with the serve for the Eagles of Judson. Pretty good volley going. Getting the, they made the, trying to get the free one over the point. Is going to go to the Eagles. A good job by Aisha Williamson with the finesse shot over as it continues at 8-5. Romero with the serve. Going into the backcourt. Free one over. And that's going to be out of bounds by Isabella Lee. Point goes to the Oaks, and it is 9-5. With the serve for Oakland City is Allison Bucher. Bucher, a sophomore out of Muncie, Indiana, with the serve. It's a deep dug out by Fundora. And knocking that one home is Abby Vaughn. And it's 10-5. The Oaks are up by 5. So Bucher will serve again. Dug out of the back row. That goes into the net, and the point goes to the Oaks, and they're on another run. They're up 11-5 here in set two. Bad set by McAvoy for the Eagles. And that will go into the net, and it's 12-5 as Bucher continues her run. That's 3 consecutive points served by Allison Bucher of the Oaks. And their lead is expanded to 7. But the answer there comes from the Eagles. Isabella Lee from Reagan McAvoy gets the kill. And that puts it back to a 6-point Oaks advantage, 12-6. Volley continuing. And is out of bounds, and the point goes to the Oaks, 13-6 in set 2. In for Judson University will be 21, Michaela Olar, a sophomore out of Chicago. And that one goes into the net again, and it's 14-6. Oakland City University with the lead, and attack here by Aridana Marquez. Fundora gets the dig, and that one goes into the net by Isabella Lee, and it's 15-6. And another timeout is called by Judson. Oakland City won the first one 25-15 and are up 15-6 in this. We'll take a quick break. It's brought to you by the Gaslight, Oakland City University Women's Volleyball on the dedicated Oakland City University channel on theNCCAA.org. And we're back. 15-6 out of the timeout. Eleanor Stark with the serve. Free went over. That was popped over by Merringer, and the point is going to go to Judson. Coming in for Judson, Giovanni Rotker, a sophomore of West Chicago, Illinois. As that was Aisha Williamson with a kill from Camila Fundora. And the big wall up there, the block getting it done. Kara Veenstra up there high to get that one is will be Isabella Lee back in. 16-7. Actually 16-7, the point going to OCU there. Foster high up in the air with a nice block. And the answer there from Judson. Point for McAvoy. At 16-8, actually the kill given to Aridana Marquez from Fundora. And that's just a little bit too long, and the point's gonna go to Judson, 16-9. 16-9 the score. A little bit of a run here by the Eagles. High in the air. Veenstra. And it's 16-10. The Eagles back to within 6. Romero getting her second straight point, but that is a service error for Romero. And the point going to the Oaks, and it's 17-10. In for the Oaks, Eva Hannon. Libby Merringer, who's had some incredible serving today, will now have the serve for the Oaks. Had multi-point runs with each serve she has had so far today. 6 service aces on the day, and the free one is over. Maringer gets the set, Foster the kill. That's textbook OCU offense there. Maringer with a good serve gets up and sets up the shot of Foster to make it 18-10. Maringer with the serve once again. That was a good one. Somehow they get it out. Free one over by the Oaks. Good hustle. And the point's going to go to the Eagles. Is getting up there was Hammond, but she was in the net when she did so. Burke in for the Eagles now, and the Eagles have the set. The serve will go to Marquez for the Eagles. Maringer. Really good dig by the libero. Lob continues, and that's going to go into the net as Hammond did her best to go and get it, but she couldn't, and it's 18-12. As it will be once again the serve and a service error for the Eagles. Marquez with the service error. Rachevik with the serve for Oakland City University. They're up 19-12. Just out. 19-13 service error for Oakland City. Back into the contest, Isabella Lee, the junior of Lombard, Illinois. Pandora with the serve. Laycock gets in for the dig. Stark, write it down. 20-13, Eleanor Stark. The lead for the Oaks goes to 7. Macy Knight, the senior out of Grayville, Illinois, will have the serve. Service error for her. So that gets the Eagles back to within 6. McAvoy back in for the Eagles, and she will have the serve. That's Maringer. Not many of those. Communication error there, and Laycock was unable to get to it. So it's 20-15 now. The Eagles are back to within 5. Fundora with the serve. Backcourt, they get a piece of it. Diving dig by Maringer. They're going to give that out of bounds. I thought it may have been tipped, but the official says no. So it's close, as the Eagles have been for a while. Too much powder in a cannon there. Service error for Reagan McAvoy, 21-16. As coming in to serve for the Oaks will be Allison Bucher. Out of the powerhouse volleyball city of Muncie, Indiana. Funkor. Dug out. Laycock. Pretty good wall there by the Oaks. And that point's going to go to the Oaks. You can say Abigail Vaughn, a great deal of the reason for that. She got a nice block down, and it was an attack error there. Then by Lee to make it 22-16. Nice block, but they couldn't get it done twice. Point makes it 22-17 as Marquez in for the Eagles. Burke, it will be Burke with the serve. Quick one over by Oakland City. And a little bit of a run. Timeout is called by Oakland City University. They're up 22-18 in set two. We'll go ahead and keep it here and give you a few statistics to this point in time. Leaders in our contest, kills. Tara Rachevich has 5 for OCU, Eva Hammond 4. Deshauna Foster and Abigail Vaughn have 3. Marquez has 6 for the Eagles. Riedel with 3. Veenstra with 3. And Williamson with 2. Hitting percentage. Riedel at 250. Veenstra at 250 for Judson. Rachevich and Vaughn at 400 for Oakland City. We are out of the timeout. Allison Burke, a freshman, will have the serve for the Eagles. Funcourt gets the dig. Backcourt dig, nice one by J6. Good volley. Free one over by Bucher. And that one is going to go off of Laycock out of bounds, and it's 22-19. The Eagles are back to within 3, so a great run by Judson University. And it will end there with the service error by Burke, but a nice run. A very nice run by the Eagles. Point's going to go to Oakland City on that one. 24-19, and that takes it to set point. So, with the serve, Eleanor Stark for the Oaks. Little lollipop that got the job done. And had some backspin on it and was unable to be corralled by Isabella Lee. 25-19, set 2. Oakland City is up now 2-0. Producer-director David Hose and me, Walt Ferber, will be back with set 3 in a moment. Our game's brought to you by the Gaslight Pizza and Grill. You're watching women's volleyball on the dedicated Oakland City University channel on the NCCAA.org. We're back at the Johnson Center on the campus of Oakland City University. Oakland City up 2-0. They win the third set. They win the match. 25-15, 25-19 have been the 2 sets. Team stats, points, Oakland City 27. And Judson 19. Kills 17 for each squad. Attack errors. Judson has 17. Oakland City with 7. Total attack 65 for Judson, 53 for Oakland City. Oakland City hitting at 189, triple zeros for the Eagles. Each team has 17 assists. Aces, the Oakland City University has 7 service aces. Judson doesn't have any. Service errors 7-5. It is Judson there. Solo blocks 1-0 Oakland City. Block assists each team with 4. Block errors each team with 1. Oakland City with 28 digs. Judson with 26. Total blocks 3 for the Oaks, 2 for the Eagles. Reception errors 7 for Judson and 0 for Oakland City University. Third set coming up. The team switch again. Oakland City, if you just joined us, with the white uniforms. Judson in the black, and everything turned in this with a first set injury as Riedel was injured. Jacqueline Riedel had 100 kills coming in to the contest to lead Judson. And that, from what we've seen, has hurt Judson in getting into their offense. She also has 57 digs, 4 solo blocks, 106 points for her on the year. So a big person for the Eagles to replace. Third set coming up. Oaks win it, they win the match. Libby Maringer, who's been a serving machine here in this one, will have the serve to start set 3. And another service ace for her. She has been on fire in the match today. Five service aces on the afternoon officially. Maringer to back, and the point goes to the Oaks as Deering, Ashley Deering, will get the point on that one. And it's 2-0 Oaks here in the third set. Oaks will get the serve. Good serve once again. Deshauna Foster says nope. Gets up there, gets another block, gets the point. Oaks are up 3-0. 3 consecutive points for Maringer to start the third set. Misses by a bit. Service error for her. That's 6 service aces on the day for Libby Maringer. And they are up 3-1. Eagles have their first serve. Maringer sets it up. Rachevik knocked it over deep. Point's going to go to Oakland City, I believe. Judson in the net on that one. Attack error officially by Marquez. Makes it 4-1. Service error for the Oaks. Gets the serve back to the Eagles. Foster with the dig. Maringer. Volley underway. Too hard out of bounds. Oaks get the point, and it's 5-2. For the Oaks, Macy Knight and Cornelius come into the contest. with the serve is Macy Knight. Point goes to the Eagles, 5-3. Foster back in for the Oaks. Laycock back in for the Oaks. Fundora, the junior out of Lake Worth, Florida, has the serve. Nice serve. Maringer there with the set. And high in the air, Burke up there with the block. Burke and Lee, the two-person blocking machine, makes it 5-4 as the Eagles are back to within one. Maringer is at the Stark. Out of bounds. Point goes to Oakland City University. Back in for Oakland City. Allison Bucher and Abigail Vaughn. Out. Eva Hammond and Libby Maringer. Oaks up 6-4. Bucher the serve. And is out of bounds, and the point goes to the Oaks, 7-4. Oh, the advantage is at 3 at 7-4. And Bucher gets a serve, and that was an attack error by Lee. But the kill and the point goes to the Eagles. Maya Williams with the kill. Romero with the assist. Back in for Judson. Williamson. And the contest at 7-5. Oaks have won, are up 2-0, winning 25-15, 25-19. Gaslight Pizza Grill, our sponsor. Scott Hurst, Oakland City University football talk show coming up Monday, 6:30 at the Gaslight. You are invited. And did Stark get it? No. Eleanor Stark a little bit too hard on that one. And the Eagles are back to within one at 7-6. Dug out by Lake. A fast one over by Maringer. No, that was not Maringer, pardon me, that was Bucher. Quick thinking by Cornelius. Long volley. Dug out by Cornelius. Can they get it over? The free one over by Deering. What a volley here. Another quick one over by Bucher. Backcourt dig by Deering. Man, that's Cornelius got a block for Oakland City, and they still continue. Finally, the point is going to go to the Oaks. Rajovic back in for Oakland City. Deering will sit down, gave the Oaks some good minutes. It is 8-6 as Eleanor Stark got the kill from Ashley Deering. Point's going to go to the Oaks in the net. Williamson of the Eagles. And it is 9-6. Eleanor Stark with the serve. Oaks by 3. And that is going to be out. Point goes to the Eagles. 9-7. OCU, an attack here by off of Lee. Point goes to Oaks. They're up by 3 at 10-7 as Deshauna Foster back in. Laycock will have the serve for the Oaks. Somehow the Oaks keep that alive, and getting it across is Stark with emphasis into the net there. The point goes to the Eagles, and it's 10-8, back to a 2-point Oaks advantage. Rocker, the sophomore out of West Chicago, Illinois, has the serve. Laycock with the dig. Point off the fingertips of the Eagles, out of bounds, and it is 11-8. Back in, Eva Hammond and Libby Merringer for Oakland City. And Merringer, who has been a dominant server for Oakland City today, will have the serve. She's got 6 service aces on the day. That is some day. That's another, make it 7 service aces. You know, there's a lot of people that would like to have that many service aces in a career. She's got that many today. It is 12-8, Oakland City University. Merringer once again. Foster got a piece of that one. Is Foster and Hammond both up there. I believe it was Foster that got it. 13-8 Oaks. Merringer will be serving once again. A little too hard on that one. That is a service error, and it's 13-9. Serve goes back to the Eagles. Laycock the dig. Merringer got a free one over somehow. And that was Eva Hammond doing a good job on the front row. Deering will come back in for Oakland City for Rachevik. Ashley Deering with the serve for Oakland City. Off of Merringer, point goes to the Eagles. So I tell you what, Deering was going to give it her best to try to get there. 14-10, Oak serve goes back to Judson University. Merringer getting that one over was Hammond. And a finesse job there by Maya Williams of Judson, and it's a 3-point Oakland City University advantage. So Judson climbing back in there. That doesn't help them though. That is a service error by Marquez. And coming in to serve for the Oaks now will be Macy Knight. Trying to get some distance. 2 service aces on the year for her. And that is going to be a kill by Burke. Alyssa Burke, the freshman from Marengo, Illinois. It's at 15-12, and quickly Laycock will come back in. And also Deshauna Foster will come back in for the Oaks. Merringer stays over somehow. And the point's going to go to the Eagles. They're tightening this thing up. It's down to 2. The lead is down to 2. With the serve, Camelia Fundora, the junior. Maringer with the set. And that's going to go off Laycock, and it's a 1-point contest at 15-14. Fundora again with the serve. Dugout goes to Maringer. Point goes to the Oaks. And that was big, 16-14 now. Oakland City. Double substitutions. Abigail Vaughn and Allison Bucher in for Oakland City. Setting down will be Hammond and Libby Maringer. Important serves here for Bucher. And it's going to go off of Bucher out of bounds, and it's back to a 1-point contest at 16-15. Williamson in for the Eagles of Judson at 16-15. Deering getting the dig. Point, we're tied. Point goes to the Eagles at 16-16. An attack there by Eleanor Stark. Backcourt dig. Backcourt dig again by Deering. Volleys are long. I tell you what, Eagles are not going to go easily. Timeout call by Allison Mormon at Oakland City University. Oaks are up 2-1, but right now the Eagles are up 17-16 in the third. Let's go ahead and check out our leaders in the contest. As for kills, Marquez has 7 kills for Judson. Veenstra with 5. Williams and Burke have 4 for Oakland City. Reykjavik leading away with 7. Eva Hammond with 3. Deshauna Foster and Eleanor Stark with 2. Hitting for Judson, Riedel and Veenstra at 400. Williamson at 167. Burke at 067. For Oakland City, Reykjavik at 429. Abigail Vaughn at 333. Lainey Cornelius at 286 and Eva Hammond at 250. Gaslight at Uptown Huntingburg, your sponsor. The Scott Hurst Oakland City University Football Talk Show. You can come see it Monday 6:30 at the Gaslight and enjoy that great pizza by the pound pizza buffet. Now that is going to, with the service error, that is going to tie this puppy back up at 17 apiece as McAvoy had a service error. Oaks with the serve. Stark with the serve. That was a nice punch by Vaughn, but taken out. And the point is going to go off Laycock and put the Eagles back up 18-17. Alyssa Burke, the freshman out of Marengo, Illinois, with the serve. Laycock gets the dig. Freeman over by the Oaks. Laycock gets it. And man, they have been long volleys. Communication errors for the Oaks, and the Oaks down by 2 at 19-17. 19-17 the score. Kill by Arida Marquez from Lee. As that will come over in our vicinity. And it's a 3-point 20-17 Judson University advantage. Continue with the serve is Burke. As that is gotten over by Vaughn. Backcourt dig. That's in, and that was a much-needed point by the Oaks. Gets it back to 2 at 20-18 as they're going to get Hammond and Maringer back in. That was a kill by Reykjavik from Allison Bucher. And it's 20-18. Laycock with the serve for Oakland City. That's going to go off Laycock, and the point goes to Judson. It is 21-18. Eagles up by 3. Going back for the serve. Giovanni Rocker, a 5'2" sophomore from West Chicago, Illinois. Laycock with a nice dig. Backcourt dig by the Eagles. Laycock gets a piece of it. Freeman over by the Oaks. Foster high up in the air with that one. She teamed up front with Abby Vaughn. Foster gets it. Coming back in will be Hammond and also Libby Maringer. 21-19, the best server, at least certainly today for Oakland City. Libby Maringer, we'll see if she can't erase the 2-point Judson advantage they have right now. That's one way to do it. That is a service ace. She has been very, very proficient today. 7 service aces for Maringer on the afternoon. Will she get 8 here? Yep, she will. That's crazy. 8 service aces on the day for Maringer, ties it up at 21, and it will be Judson University calling a timeout. Knotted up at 21 in set 3. We'll take a break. You're watching Oakland City University women's volleyball on the dedicated Oakland City University channel and dnccaa.org.
We are champions of character.
We're back. 21-21 as Libby Maringer has 2 consecutive service aces to start this out. Will it be 3? They get one over. They get that one over. That's Laycock. Point's going to go to Judson. They can't. And it's 22-21 Eagles. It will be Judson with the serve at 22-21. That goes to Maringer. Free one over by Hammond. In the net, Marquez, who's had a great day but had a mistake there. Deering in for the Oaks. She has really played well. The first time we have seen her up with the varsity, and she has made the most of her moments as we're tied at 22. Dig by Maringer. Deering gets a piece of it. Free ball over by Stark. Foster got a piece of it. And that is that's out of bounds, and the point goes to the Oaks. Oakland City has taken a 23-22 advantage, and they can serve to get to match point, 23-22. Deering with the serve. That's a good one, too. Free went over, and the point, a big point for the Eagles. Knots it up at 23, but still, the Oaks can get it to set point if they can get the point here. They've gotten up off the mat. Judson in the third set, and communications lack there. The point's going to go to Judson. 24-23 of the set point goes to Judson. Marquez with the serve. Laycock gets a piece of it. High in the air. Free went over by the Oaks. Hammond got it over, and that is point to Judson. And they have come from behind to take set three, 25-23. So it's 2-1. As Oakland City took the first 25-15 and the second 25-19, but Judson takes the third 25-23. Set four coming up next. This all brought to you by the Gaslight Pizza and Grill. You're watching Oakland City University Women's Volleyball on the dedicated Oakland City University channel on dnccaa.org. We're back at the Johnson Center on the campus of Oakland City University. As let us check out our team stats as we go to set number 4. Points 41-37 Oakland City. Kills 32-24 though Judson. Attack airs 12 for OCU, 26 for Judson. The total attacks 103 for Judson, 86 for Oakland City. Oaks hitting at 140. The Eagles at 058. Assists 32 for Judson, 24 for Oakland City. Service aces 11 for Oakland City, 2 for Judson. Service airs 9 for Judson, 8 for Oakland City. One solo block for Oakland City, 0 for Judson. Block assists 10 for Oakland City, 6 for Judson. Block airs, each team has 1. Digs 47-39 Judson. Total blocks 6 for Oakland City, 3 for Judson. Reception airs 11 for Judson and 2 for Oakland City. As far as the team leaders in kills, Marquez with 8 for Judson. Rachevik has 8 for Oakland City. Hitting percentage, McAvoy hitting at 1,000. Veenstra 455 for Judson. Rachevik 375. Vaughn 333 for Oakland City. Assist, Romero with 18 for Judson. Bucher with 11. Merringer with 9 for Oakland City. And it will be a serve for Judson. Romero will have the serve as we start the fourth set. Backcourt dig. Merringer got a very athletic, quick one over the net, and the Oaks take a lead in set 4. 1-0, and Maringer will have the serve. Oaks up 1-0. 7 service aces. 8 service aces for Maringer today. Back. And that's going to go out of bounds, and the point's going to go to the Oaks, 2-0. As Maringer continuing to log up the points when she is serving. It is 2-0. Kill by Reykjavik from Maringer. And the Oaks are up by 2. Just misses on the far side. Burke in for the Eagles as they will have the serve down 2-1, and they're down 2-1. Backcourt dig, Maringer, finesse. That's the way it's supposed to go. 3-1. Oakland City has got their advantage back up to 2. Reykjavik taking that one from Maringer. And Deering will have the serve. She's done a good job when she's had the opportunities today. Deering back in. Oh, that's a nice one, but it's a little bit out of bounds. And it's 3-2. As coming in will be Rodriguez. And coming in, we'll give Fundora the serve. And the point's going to go to the Oaks on the service there, 4-2. Into the contest for the Oaks is Cornelius. Mighty Oaks have the serve. And that will be a service error for Knight. McAvoy back in, 4-3 Oaks, and a chance for the Eagles to tie this one up in set 4. That is dug out, and the point goes on the Eleanor Stark kill. It is 5-3. Hammond has the serve for the Oaks as they are up by 2. 17 service aces for her. That's into the net. Point goes to the Oaks, 6-3. 6-3 the score now. As Hammond continues with the serve. That was Allison Burke with the attack air for the Eagles. Oh, a dive. But Deering gave it her best shot but couldn't get to it. Coming back in is Schultz for the Eagles, and with the serve will be will be Burke. Free ball over by the Oaks. Bucher. Nice deep dig. Stark busted back, but it's got by Burke. High in the air. That was Cornelius, but the volley continues. That's out of bounds, and the point goes to Oakland City University. Olar back in for the Eagles. It is a 7-4 Oakland City lead as that kill was by Eleanor Stark from Allison Bucher. As that bounced off Knight and then Stark, and that makes it 7-5. Rotker back in for the Eagles. Rotker's going to have the serve. Sophomore out of West Chicago, Illinois. And that's a service ace. A good serve. Seven to 6, back to within a point. That's a service error. And that makes it 8 to 6 and puts Oakland City's lead back to 2. Laycock will have the serve, the freshman, for the Oaks. A good job by the front line. I believe that was Williamson up there that got it, making it 8 to 7. So the serve goes back. And the serve goes back to the Eagles and a chance to tie it up. And that one was much needed for the Oaks. Rachevik getting the point, 9-7. Oakland City University. It's Mormon coming out talking to her rotation as Merringer comes back in for the Oaks, and also coming back in is Hammond. Merringer will have the serve. She has been magnificent today. 8 service aces on the day for her so far to this juncture. And if they would end up getting a run here, that would be Mr. Obvious here. That would be very, very helpful. Junior out of Jasper, Indiana with the serve. And Foster gets a piece of it. Laycock sets it up. But high in the air is Veenstra for the point. And it's 9 to 8. Speaking of 9, it is Marquez, number 9, that will be serving for the Eagles. Set number 4. Oakland City wins it. They win the match. That is in as Deshauna Foster keeps that one in. Oakland City wins it. The match is over. Judson wins it. There will be a match 5 is coming in. Will be Gardner for the Eagles. And Deering will have the serve for the Oaks, and that's a service error. 10 to 9. Eagles back to within a point. The Libero, Camelia Fundora. 5'5" junior out of Lake Worth, Florida, has the serve and a chance to tie it up. Backcourt dig to Libby Merringer. Too hard. We're tied. 10 to 10. Fundora still with the serve. Trying to give the Eagles a lead, but that's a service error. Oakland City back up 11 to 10. With the serve for the Oaks, Macy Knight. 5'10" senior out of Grayville, Illinois. Dug out by the Oaks, Libby Merringer. And a big-time kill there from Eleanor Stark, the junior out of St. Louis, Missouri, making it 12 to 10 Oaks. Macy Knight with the serve. But the answer from Maya Williams, and it is 12 to 11. Serve for Judson will be number 6, McAvoy. A chance for the Eagles to tie it up once again. Merringer, the set. Point goes to OCU. Tapped before it went out of bounds. 13-11. That's Eva Hammond with the kill from Libby Merringer, and the Oaks are up by 2. Hammond with the serve. Stark got up there. There's Merringer with the set. Stark. Somehow the Eagles get it over. Merringer pops it over for the Oaks. Laycock getting a piece of it. Somehow getting high up in the air, the Oaks. Keep it in play. Stark over, dug out by the Oaks. Punched back by Stark. Point, Oakland City, it's out of bounds. 14-11. Oakland City, and that was worth the price of admission on that one set of volleys. 14-11. With the serve, Hammond once again. And that's a service there. 14-12. Coming in will be Marquez. With the serve, Alyssa Burke, the freshman out of Marengo, Illinois. Bucher with a quick one over. Point goes to the Eagles. Was tapped, 14-13. Eagles back to within 1. Burke is serving. Judson has been very spunky in this comeback. That's a service ace. It goes off Eleanor Stark out of bounds, and we're tied at 14. Timeout is called by Oakland City. 14-14 in set 4. Oakland City up 2-1. We'll take a break. You're watching Oakland City University women's volleyball on the dedicated Oakland City University channel on dnccaa.com. Back at the Johnson Center, we got a barn burner here. 14-all in set 4. Allison Burke with the serve for Judson. That's a backcourt dig. Stark gets the point. Eleanor Stark puts the Oaks back up. 15-14. Olar back in for Judson. Oaks with the serve. Laycock getting a piece of it. Free ball over by Hammond. Point goes to Judson. And we are tied at 15. A kill by Marquez from Reagan McAvoy. And it will be Rotker serving to give the Eagles possibly the lead as Laycock gets a piece of it. And that is touched, and the point goes to OCU. It was off Williamson, out of bounds. Back in for the Eagles. That's Bella Lee. It is 16-15. That is a kill by Reykjavik from Bucher. And that's an attacked error by Williamson that puts the Oaks up to 17-15. The freshman with some big serves here. Laycock out of Central City, Kentucky. into the back row. Another communication dares by the Oaks, and it's a 1-point contest at 17-16. Dalton in for the Eagles. The serve coming up here for Judson University and a chance to tie it up in set 4. Bucher going high in the air. What an outstanding play by Veenstra. And we're knotted up at 17 in set 4. Bucher. Point goes to the Oaks, and they retake the lead at 18-17. Abigail Vaughn with the kill from Allison Bucher. Now, one of the aces in the hole today has been the Libby Meringer serve. 8 service aces on the day. And Oaks will see if they do that. It's a good one. They get this one over. And that is going to be a point to Oakland City as it was tapped. And a good play by our producer director there on the tap. 19-17 Oaks. Timeout called by Judson. What a run they've put on. We're going to take a break. Our game's brought to you by the Gaslight Pizza and Grill in Uptown Huntingburg. You're watching the dedicated Oakland City University channel on the NCCAA. Back at the Johnson Center, Libby Meringer, 8 service aces on the day. She's been the ace in the hole when the Oaks have needed points this afternoon. And not this time. Veenstra with the point for the Eagles. And it is 19-18. Marquez with the serve for Judson University. Libby Meringer with the set, and that point goes to the Oaks. It is 20-18, the score. Kill by Rachevik. Libby Meringer with the assist. Deering with the serve. Now the home stretch. Good right over the net. And that point's going to go to Judson. And the barn burner continues at 20-19. 20-19 is the score. Still by Burke from Romero. A little finesse by Hammond. Freeman over, out of bounds. 20-20. Wow. Well, I'm glad I took my blood pressure medicine before this one today. Bondura with the serve. Dug out by Deering. Oh, Deshauna Foster gave it the old okey doke. Looked like she was going to put the 100-mile-an-hour one down. Did the finesse. 21-20, Oakland City. Back in the game is Lanny Cornelius. With the serve is Knight. Cruel's back over. Oaks keep it alive. That goes high and in the rafters. Boy, I tell you what, Judson gave it a good shot. But it's 22-20 Oakland City. And yeah, you can't put those timeouts in your pocket. So taking one right now is Coach Wider. And it is a 2-point Oakland City lead. We'll take a quick break here. You're watching Oakland City University Volleyball on thNCCAA.org. I tell you what, this one's worth the price of admission this afternoon. After Riedel went out early, the really leading offensive threat for Judson, it looked like OCU was going to take it in 3, but they have not rolled over. Set 4, and it's tight. Merringer with the set. Dug out. Merringer again with the set. Little finesse this time. Merringer gets a piece of it. They keep it alive. And the point goes to Oakland City University. (23-20). Eleanor Stark with the kill. Ashley Deering the assist. Serving to get to match point. Ain't gonna happen here. Oh, they kept it alive. No, I didn't think so. Point's going to go to the Eagles. It's 23-21. Eagles will have the serve, and it's still to get the set point for Oakland City University. Dug out by Laycock to Merringer. Point goes to OCU. Lanny Cornelius gets it to set point. Cornelius, the assist to Libby Merringer, and it's 24-21. Serving for the match is Hammond for Oakland City University. Points to Oakland City. Judson in the net, and what a wild one today that goes 4 sets. But Oakland City University, the winner. They took set 1, 25-15, the second 25-19. Judson coming back to take the third 25-23, and Oakland City coming back to take the fourth 25-21. Our team stats for the day. Points, Oakland City was 60. Judson 51. Each team 42 kills. Attack airs 29 for the Eagles, 15 for the Mighty Oaks. Total attacks 130 for the Eagles, 117 for the Mighty Oaks. OCU hit at 231. The Eagles hitting at 100. 42 assists for the Oaks, 42 assists for Judson. Service aces 11 for OCU, 8 of them all by herself for Libby Merringer, 4 for Judson. Service airs 13 for Oakland City, 12 for Judson. 2 solo blocks for the Oaks, 1 for the Eagles. Block assist 10 for the Mighty Oaks and 8 for the Eagles. Each team had a blocking air. Diggs 56, Judson 51 for Oakland City. 7 total blocks for Oakland City, 5 for Judson. Reception errors, 4 for OCU and 11 for Judson. There were no ball handling errors today. Looking at our leaders in the contest, as far as kills, Tara Rajovic had 14 for the Oaks. Deshauna Foster with 8. Eleanor Stark with 8. Eva Hammond with 5 for Judson. Marquez had 11. Venstra with 7. Williamson with 7. Maya Williams with 6. Hitting percentage for Oakland City, Libby Maringer 667. Abigail Vaughn at 423. Tara Rajovic at 364. Atlantic Cornelius at 300. For Judson, Reagan McAvoy at 500. Kara Veenstra with 500. Jacqueline Rydell at 250 before she went out with an injury. And Williamson at 211. Assists for Oakland City, Allison Bucher 21. Libby Maringer had 14. Eva Hammond with 3. Ashley Deering with 2. For Judson, Anna Romero with 22. Camelia Fundora with 11. Reagan McAvoy with 7. Isabella Lee with 1. Service aces, 8 of them for Libby Maringer. That is, I think that's the most I've seen all year by an individual. 8 for Libby Maringer, 2 for Eleanor Stark, 1 for Tara Rajovic. For Judson, Renad Marquez, Alyssa Burke, and Giovanna Rotker all had 2 each. Total blocks, Veenstra with 4 for Judson. Isabella Lee, Marquez, and Williams all with 1 for Oakland City. Deshauna Foster leading everybody with 6. Hammond with 3, and Vaughn and Cornelius with 1. Diggs for Oakland City, Eleanor Stark 15, Libby Maringer 8, Marley Laycock with 8, and Tara Rajovic with 4. For Judson, Fundora had 22, Reagan McAvoy 6. We had Romero with 6, and Alyssa Burke with 6. Points for Oakland City, Rajovic 15.5, Libby Maringer had 10, Eleanor Stark 10, Deshauna Foster 8.5, and for Judson, Marquez 12.5, Veenstra 9.5, Burke with 7.5, and Maya Williams with 7. Oakland City goes to 8-5 with the win, and the Eagles of Judson University go to 4-5, but a very gutsy performance by them this afternoon. Do want to thank producer director David Hose for the tremendous job that he always does. And most of all, we want to thank you for being with us today as OCU comes up with a win, 25-15, 25-19, 23-25, and 25-21. For David Hose, Walt Ferber saying so long. You're watching the dedicated Oakland City University channel on the NCCAA.org.